Om. Sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu sah viryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram Pathami Samskritam Nityam Vadami Samskritam Sada Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak Vande Samskritamataram. Hari Om everyone. Welcome to the fourth session. Last time we had seen the meaning of the verse that we are chanting on Pujya Gurudev, right? Samasta Jana Kalyane. So every single session when we chant that verse, the meaning should come to our mind because we have already seen the meaning. Okay, that's the only way we remember the meaning of words, right? Now, Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswati Namaha, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. In the last three sessions, we have seen one shloka on Ganesha, Saraswati and Shri Guru. Now, technically speaking, we should go to Lord Shiva, Parvati and Shiva. So, we are going to go to Parvati, one shloka on Shri Parvati. And also, this is the week when we are also celebrating Mahashivratri. So, it's a very apt time to do that. Right. Because of the formatting, I think some words are gone. No problem. Let us chant together. I will chant. Repeat after me. He he ramba kimamba.
He he ramba kimamba.
Rodishi katham.
Rodishi katham.
Karnau luthatyagni
Karnau luthatyagni
Kim te skanda vicheshtitam.
Kim te skanda vicheshtitam.
Mama pura.
Mama pura.
Sankhya krita chakshusham.
Sankhya krita chakshusham.
Naitattyepyuchitam.
Naitattyepyuchitam.
Gajasya charitam.
Gajasya charitam.
Nasamimi tembame.
Nasamimi tembame.
Tavevam sahasa.
Tavevam sahasa.
Vilokya hasita vyagra shiva patuvaha.
Vilokya hasita
Vyagra shiva patuvaha. One more word is there. In the next slide we will see. So this is a shloka which is also called as Sambhashana Shloka. Sambhashana Shloka. Okay. What is it? It's a dialogue between people. Right? So the entire thing you will see in the form of a dialogue. Hey, hey, Ramba. So in this particular slide, I have kept it color combination. So you know who has spoken what. So everything that is in blue is spoken by one person. In green, spoken by another person. In yellow, spoken by third person. And then finally the last line of white, which the author of the verse is saying. Let us go into the actual thing. Let us understand. First one, everything which is in blue is said by Parvati. Now those who are from Indian culture, we know Parvati is Lord Shiva's wife. They have got two children, Ganesha and Kartikeya. So according to where you are, in North India, South India, there will be some changes in who is the elder, who is married, who is not married, etc., etc. Some changes will be there, but all everywhere we accept that they had two children, Ganesha and Kartikeya. Now, when those two children are small, they are playing with each other and fighting with each other. Okay, and that is why the conversation starts from there. First, Parvati is saying to Ganesha, Hey Heramba. See, Hey Heramba. Heramba is the name of Ganesha. Why Heramba is name of Ganesha? Mentioned also. He Rambate iti Heramba. He means Rane, in the battlefield. Or Shiva Samipe. He, Shiva Samipe. Rambate means one who makes sound. So he is very fierce in the battle and therefore makes lot of sound. And he is also playing around Lord Shiva making sound. So Ganesha's one name is Heramba. So mother says, Parvati says to Ganesha, Hey Heramba. Now Ganesha replies, Kim Amba? Amba, oh mother, Kim? What are you saying? You called me? Hey Heramba, Kim Amba? Now Parvati says again, Rodishi Katham. Katham Rodishi. Why are you crying? So by that we know that Ganesha was crying and Parvati is asking, why are you crying? Now Ganesha gives the answer. Karnau luthatya agnibhuhu. Agnibhuhu is the name of Kartikeya. Karnau luthati. He is pulling my ears. Now you must have seen the picture also of Ganesha, no? His long ears, because elephant head, no? So big ears are there. So this brother Kartikeya is pulling my ears. Agnibhuhu, Agnehe Bhavati iti Agnibhuhu. Kartikeya is born from fire. So there is stories there. Last time when we were discussing, we saw that one of the Mahakavyas is about Kartikeya's birth. You remember? Kumara Sambhavam. So how the Kartikeya was born. In that story it comes that Lord Shiva gave his bija into fire. And then it was taken to 6 nakshatras, etc. And that's how Kumara was born, Kartikeya was born. Right? So one who is born from that fire. That's why his name is Agnibhuhu. So Ganesha says, this Agnibhuhu, this Kartikeya is pulling my ears. Now the mother asks, Skanda asks Kartikeya, Kimte Skanda Vicheshtitam? Now, Skanda, what is this? Kimte Vicheshtitam, what is this action of yours? Please explain yourself. Why are you pulling ears of your brother? So you see, He Heramba, Kimamba, Rodishikatham, Karnau Luthatyagnibuhu, Kimte Skanda Vicheshtitam. Up to here we had seen. Okay? Now next what? Now Skanda replies. Skanda is another name of Kartikeya. He replies, Mama pura sankhya-kruta chakshusham. It is not that I started or I did just that. Before I pulled his ears, he was counting my eyes. What do you mean counting eyes? So Kartikeya is supposed to be having 6 heads. Isn't it? Shanmukha. We say one name of Kartikeya is Shanmukha. So 6 heads are there, so 12 eyes, no? So Ganesha must have gone and started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see how many eyes you have got, and as a reply, Kartikeya is pulling the ears. So Mama, my Pura, earlier, Tena, Mama Chakshusham Sankhya Kruta. My eyes he was counting. So I am not pulling his ears just like that. Before that, he did something to me. You must have seen, no, children, whenever anybody asks anything, they first say that, no, I didn't do anything. That person started the whole thing. So now Parvati, when she listens to Kartikeya, she goes back to Ganesha. Next one. Parvati says, Na etat te api uchitam gajasya charitam. Hey Gajasya. Gajasya is another name of Ganesha. Why? Gaja means elephant. Asya means face. So one whose face is like that of elephant. So Hey Gajasya te etat charitam, this action of yours, apina uchitam, that's also not good. Now you are crying because he pulled your ears, but what you did to him is also not right. So Ganesha, this behavior of yours is also not right. You see how the sandhi is there, okay? Na etat te api uchitam. So many words are there within this one thing. Can you see that? Na etat te api uchitam is actually na etat te api uchitam. Gajasya charitam. He Gajasya te etat charitam api na uchitam. This behavior of yours also is not right. Then what? Ganesha says, but I didn't start anything. I counted his eyes, agreed, but before that, you know what he did? Ganesha says, Nasam mimite me. Hey Amba, me nasam mimite. What he did, you know, before, he measured my nose. Now, this is also very interesting, okay? What do you mean measured your nose? So, he is having trunk, no? Like that of elephant. So, Kartikeya went and first started saying, see how big is your nose. Therefore, as a reply, Ganesha started counting his eyes. And therefore, as another thing, Kartikeya started pulling his ears. So, Nasam mimite mbame. Hey Amba, me nasam mimite. He measured my nose. Now, looking at this, as any mother, all the mischiefs of the children, the mother only becomes happy. So the writer, the author of this verse says, Evam, in this way, tau sahasa vilokya, tau both of them, sahasa vilokya, smilingly, sahasa, with smile, seeing both these things of these two people, hasitavyagra Shiva. Shiva, who became immersed in laughing. She started laughing. Vaha patu, may protect us. See, what a beautiful verse. What does it say? Last line you see. Tavevam sahasa vilokya. Tau evam. Evam means in this way. Tau, both of them. Sahasa vilokya, seeing both of them with smile. Hasitavyagra Shiva. Shiva is Parvati, who became Hasitavyagra, who started laughing. Patuvaha, may she protect us. Okay. Now here few points we have to note. Many times when we are talking, when we take names of such people, we have a habit of saying Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Ganesha. Okay. According to Sanskrit, it is Akaranta Shabda. Shri Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Ganesha. The moment you say Shiva, it means wife of Lord Shiva, who is Parvati. The moment you say Rama, Rama is Sita. So please be careful now that we are learning Sanskrit. When we are talking, we should not say Rama came to Krishna. Rama came to Krishna. Or if you want to add, Sri Rama came to Sri Krishna, if you feel like that. In many of the colloquial local languages of India, A is added to call as a Sambodhan. Rama, isn't it? When you are calling somebody, but not in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, Sambodhana of Rama is Hey Rama. So that is also very important point to note. The difference between the languages. Somebody is there. Right? So difference between the languages like that. Again in Hindi etc. they don't pronounce the last akara completely. Ram. Isn't it? Ganesh. But in Sanskrit when we are talking, we should say Rama, Ganesha. Okay? In other languages when you are speaking, that is fine. But when we are talking about Sanskrit, we should complete the word. Rama, Krishna, Lord Shiva. Not Shiva. Shiva means Parvati. Krishna is the name of Draupadi actually. Okay? So please make sure that we as students of Sanskrit don't make this mistake. We should not say Rama, Shiva, etc. Okay? Rama, Shiva. Right? Now, let us see the verse again and see if you can understand the verse. Hey Heramba, Parvati is saying. Kimamba, Ganesha says, what is it? Rodishikatam, why are you crying? Karnau lutatyagni buhu, Kartikeya is pulling my ears. Kimte skanda vicheshtritam, what is this behavior of yours? O skanda, mama pura sankhya kruta chakshusham. But he measured he counted my eyes before. Nai tatyepyuchitam gajasya charitam. Hey Gajasya, Ganesha, this behavior of yours is also not right. Nasam mimitembame. But he is measuring, he measured my nose. Tavevam sahasa vilokya, seeing both of them smilingly, hasita vyagra Shiva patuvaha. Shiva, Parvati, who became immersed in laughing, may she protect us. Now you see the beauty of Sanskrit, his entire thing is also in the form of a verse. Isn't it? It's a conversation. Within the verse there are so many dialogues, but still everything is in the verse, in the meter, right? And also you see the choice of letters. When he says Nasam mimitembame, if you chant that line, it is actually nasal line. Nasam mimitembame, because na ma is coming. Why? Because he's talking about nose, no? So all the letters that are used to describe that are also nasal letters. Na, ma. Again and again. Mimi, temba, me. You see how many ma's are coming, how many na's are coming. That's the beauty of Sanskrit. Sanskrit gives this freedom to writers, to authors, because of various things that it possesses, that everything can be made it into beautiful poetry, which also have so many figures of speech, etc. Right? So that's the thing. Let us chant the verse together. Now what I will do is I will chant complete line, and then you repeat complete line, then we will chant it together. He he ramba kimambaro dishikatham.
हे रम्ब किमम्बरो दिशिखथम्
Karnau luthatyagnibuhu.
कर्णौ लुठत्यग्निभूः
Kim te skanda vicheshtitam.
किं ते स्कन्दविचेष्टितम्
Mama pura sankhya krita chakshusham.
मम पुरा सङ्ख्याकृता चाक्षुषाम्
Naitattyepyuchitam gajasya charitam.
नैतत्तेऽप्युचितं गजास्य चरितम्
Nasam mimitembame.
नासामिमीतेऽम्बमे
Tavevam sahasa vilokya.
तावेवं सहसा विलोक्य
Hasita vyagra Shiva patuvaha.
हसितव्यग्रा शिवा पातु वः
Together. He he ramba kimambaro dishikatham. Karnau luthatyagnibuhu. Kim te skanda vicheshtitam. Mama pura sankhya krita chakshusham. Naitattyepyuchitam gajasya charitam. Nasam mimitembame. Tavevam sahasa vilokya hasita vyagra Shiva patuvaha. Right? Beautiful shloka, Sambhashana shloka we have seen. May that Parvati, who was laughing looking at both her children, protect us. Okay? So we have invoked blessings of Parvati and the two sons of Parvati. Okay? Entering into the week of Mahashivratri. So in the next session we will see one shloka on Lord Shiva. Okay? All right. Let us go to the next one. Right. Now, the topic that we were discussing in the last two sessions were about literature in Sanskrit language. And we have seen Vaidika literature, 4 Vedas, 6 Vedangas, 4 Upavedas. You remember? Remember all of that? Yes. Then we saw Laukika literature, Puranas, Ityasas, Dharma Shastras, Tantra Shastras, Darshana Shastras, Sahitya. In the last session, we had seen this Sahitya. And in Sahitya also various things we had seen. Kavya was there, Gadya was there, and Champu was there, and then Katha was there, and isn't it? Natak, Rupaka was there, Sahitya Shastra was there, so many things are there within the Sahitya part. And then we also saw the third thing, Daivika. Daivika literature, which is not of this world, but which belongs to the deities, about which we don't have much knowledge, we just know the sound. We don't understand the meaning, etc. But it is understood or realized when we invoke that deity. Right? And we also saw that in these three things, during this session particularly, Sanskrit, for Shastra study, we are going to focus on what? We are going to focus on this Laukika literature. Why? Somebody may ask, why are you focusing? Because Daivika we don't know much about. And Vaidika literature has got its own grammar. The grammar for Vedas and the rest of the scriptures is not same. Even Panini, who is the grammarian, who is the most famous grammarian of Sanskrit, has some rules which are applicable only for Vedas, which is little bit tough also, because they are Arsha Prayoga, they are Rishi Vakya, no? So not that everything, see, please understand one point here, language comes first, grammar comes later. In any language, the language is first. Grammar comes later. Grammar is developed later. It is not that first somebody sits and makes all the rules and then they start using language. No, and it never happens like that. Language is already in use now, which is formed in a proper structure by grammarians. And then later on, people who come after them have to follow those rules of the grammarians. So Panini, one who is considered to be the greatest of grammarians of Sanskrit language, before Panini, whoever has composed anything, if there are certain words, certain expressions which are not following the laws of Panini, are not considered wrong. Because Panini came later, he formed rules later, whereas the language existed before. So all those usages are called as Arsha Prayoga. Arsha means Rishi Sambandhi. Arsha Prayoga. You want me to write? Arsha. They are called as Arsha Prayoga. Arsha means Rishi Sambandhi. Arsha Prayoga. Old one. Yeah, white is better, I think. Arsha Prayoga. Old Rishi Sambandhi. So we see in any case it is the same. No, say for example, government brings out some rule. Okay, so we always say with effect from, isn't it? WEF, with effect from this date, means what? Whatever happened before that, you cannot have the same rule, because the rule did not exist at that time, right? So Vaidika literature which is there has got certain rules. There can be many words which are similar, which we can understand by understanding normal language also, but there will be certain usages which are different, and therefore we are not going to focus on that. Some, as we go along, some usages we might be able to see, but we are not going to focus on this Vaidika or Daivika. We are going to focus on Laukika. And when we say we are going to focus on Laukika, not just Sahitya, okay? I am talking about Purana, Itihasa, Dharma Shastra, Darshana, everything I am talking. So Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, all of that we will be able to study once we understand this Sanskrit language. Is that clear now? Is that clear? Now. Right. Then we also started seeing the concept of building blocks of any language. Remember this topic also which we had seen in the last session? So we started with what constitutes a language. So we said sentences are most important. Now those sentences are made of words, shabda or pada, what we call in Sanskrit. Some sentences called as vakya in Sanskrit. So vakya is made up of shabda or pada. Then those words are also made up of alphabets, letters, syllables, right? So the basic building block of any language, it starts with alphabets. And we saw in Sanskrit they are called as akshara. Akshara. Akshara means that which cannot be further broken. They are the basic blocks. Akshara. Or they are also called as Varna. Because they do Varna, they explain certain things. Therefore, they are called as Varna. Akshara or Varna. Right? I hope you remember this that we had seen earlier. We had also seen difference between language and script. Bhasha and lipi. Remember the difference between language and script? This is English language written in Roman script. I hope you are understanding. Now, the same English language can be written in Devanagari script also. Literature. Literature. In. It's not right, it's not wrong. Okay, why? Because I am writing English in Devanagari script. Though it is not generally followed, but you will see in many of the pamphlets, etc., when they are following one language, some English word comes also, they will have to write like this. Chinmaya International Foundation. So Chinmaya is fine, but international you write like this. Isn't it? So the language and script are different. I hope this point is also clear. And there are many scripts which were there. Now the script that we are using is called Devanagari script. For Sanskrit, the script that we are using is called Devanagari. So all these, whatever you see, is Devanagari. So when we are understanding alphabets will have two aspects to them. One is the sound, another is the script. In English also, A has got certain sound and there is some form also according to the Roman script. For A, B, C. In the same way, for Sanskrit also, two aspects will be there for any letter, any alphabet. One is the sound, another is the script. Is that also fine? Fine? Now, let us start with this. So we are going to see alphabets in Sanskrit. Alphabets in Sanskrit, okay? I had said in the beginning of the class that I am not going to explain much about alphabets. If you want further knowledge and practice, etc., you please register for Easy Sanskrit Level 1 course. That, will help you in that. But I have to tell at least once what are the alphabets and how they are classified, etc. Therefore, I am taking this. So, in the alphabets of Sanskrit, there are three kinds of alphabets. Do you remember? One was called as Swara, vowel. Another was called as Vyanjana, consonant. And third was called as Ayogavaha. Ayogavaha is symbols which don't have a proper letter associated with it, but they are pronounced. We'll see what is that. So, in that first one is Swara. So, the plural of Swara is Swaraha, vowels. So, Akshara, Aksharam, Aksharani, alphabets. So, in alphabets, we are going to see first, we are going to see vowels. Now, these are the vowels of Sanskrit. I will say each vowel one by one. You please repeat after me. Is that okay? Then we will see how to write it, etc. We will see later. First, the sound. A, I, U, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Once more. A, I, U, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Good, not bad. Now what is this? They are further classified into three. Rasva swaraha, short vowels, dirgha swaraha, long vowels, and samyukta swaraha, combined vowels. So these short vowels are pronounced in a shorter time. See here, a, e, u, r, l, one matra, one measurement is there, a, e, u, r, l. Now as compared to this, the long vowels are double. A, e, u, r. Can you see this? A, e, u, r. A, e, u, r, l. Now after these two, then there are combined vowels. Means what? They are made of combination of other vowels. So A is actually A plus E. So two vowels are there, A and E, joined together to become A. Pronunciation is different. Pronunciation is not A-E. Pronunciation is A. I. Pronunciation is I, but is made up of A and A. So samyukta. O. Combination of A and U. O. Au. Combination of A and O. Okay. Now. A is fine. A, everybody can pronounce correctly. Can we? Huh? A. E. U. Up to here, everything is fine. I, U. Okay, fine. Now, this is something which is unique. R. Okay. Now, those who already know some language, let me explain the pronunciation first. R, Ri, Ru. Okay. This R is neither R nor Ri nor Ru. It is somewhere in between, which is pronounced as R, Rishi. R, Rishi. R. It's not R. It's not Ri. It's not Ru. Especially those who are from Maharashtra and Gujarat. It is not Ru. In Marathi and Gujarati, Krishna. Isn't it? Krupana. Isn't? We use the pronunciation called Ru. In North India, etc., they will say Krishna. Krishna. It is not Krishna. It is not Krishna. It is Krishna. I hope you are able to make the difference. Okay. For pronunciation, it will take some time. Okay. Don't get frustrated that what is this? I am not able to pronounce. It will happen. Slowly it will happen. But please understand, technically it is not R, Ri or Ru. It is somewhere in between R. Not Ru, not Ri, not R. It is Ru. Rishi. See, my mouth also is different. I am not saying Rashi, Rishi or Rushi. I am saying Rishi. Krishna. Okay. So that is that R. And dirgha of that. Elongate the same one. R. Pitrunam. Not Pitrunam. So R. This again is a complicated thing because it looks like Lr. But it is not Lr. It is not L which has got Rkara to it. It is L. L is there, no L. Consonant is there, which we will see later on. Similar pronunciation, but L. It's little softer, this swara. L. That is this swara. Very rarely used swara in Sanskrit. Klipta. Very rarely we use the we use this swara. L. Say L. Okay. So say e e u u r r l l a I o au. Okay, now here what I have written also is, in Devanagari scripts these are the letters, these are the alphabets. When you are writing them into Roman script, you write like this. So e u a, there is a transcription method is there, no? Transcription method is there, where on top of a you are writing, so this means a. So when you have to write Sanskrit words into English Roman script, this is called transcription method. Similarly, dirgha e is I, on top of that one bar will be there, u, and r is this, dirgha r is this. Can you see that? And l is L but dot under it. Right? A is E, I is AI, O is O, au is AU. This is how you write it in another script. Okay, pronunciation, don't pronounce it like this. This is not for pronunciation, this is for writing script. I told you for each alphabet there are two aspects. One is the sound, another is the script. So sound I have explained. Now what is written on screen is just script. In Devanagari script how are they written, and in the Roman script how are they written? Is that fine? Clear? Understood? Not for pronunciation. Please note, au is not to be pronounced as AU. Sound is different, to be written in this way. Is that okay? After that you will see that I have written some more things. That is, when they are combined with consonants, they take certain symbols. That is what is written here. So, you see, suppose I am writing, what am I writing? Rama. Rama. When I write Rama, R, A, that A is written as one line after the consonant. So that is how it is written. Ma is not, any nothing is there. Then what else? Shri, Dirgha E. You are getting? This we will come back later when we are joining the consonants and vowels together. We will see this again. Okay, but I am just explaining what are these. These are the symbols. So when you see these symbols in something, you have to understand the pronunciation is corresponding pronunciation, right? So these are the swaras. Any doubt in this? Okay, rasva swara, dirgha swara, sanyukta swara. Rasva, short vowels. Dirgha swara, long vowels. Sanyukta swara, combined vowels. Now let us go to how to write Devanagari script. Okay, one simple rule that is followed while writing Devanagari script is, we write top to bottom, left to right. We write top to bottom, left to right. So there is a particular way of writing this a. Okay, I hope you are able to see. I am not going to write like this. Though the script will finally look the same, but that is not how we write. Okay, how are we writing? We are writing top to bottom, left to right, and always we put line on top of it. This is something again unique, which is not there in Roman script and many other scripts. Okay, we want everybody to have shelter on the head, including the alphabets. Okay, so there is something on top, always line on top. Whether you are writing a letter, you are writing a word, you are writing sentence, doesn't matter. Everywhere there will be line on top. So left to right, top to bottom. Similarly, A also, left to right, top to bottom. Okay, E also, U also. Dirgha E also you do the same, then you do the same, then you do this. Right? Next. R also. Left to right, top to bottom. Okay, left to right, top to bottom. Dirgha Rukara, you add one more thing to it, then it becomes Dirgha. L also, now the difference between L and L also you see. Okay. This is L. L as Swara. This is R, where L is the consonant L added with R. What is the difference is, there is a line, no? There is a line within which the letter is written. Entire thing will come on top, Swara. Whereas certain thing will come below that, below the line. More of it we will see when we are combining the consonants and vowels, etc. More of it we will see. But L is again to be written like this. Then again A, I, O also, top to bottom, left to right. A, I, O, Au. Okay. Okay. Fine. So far, good. In some languages like Marathi, Gujarati, Hindi, etc., there are two more vowels. You remember? And aha. Okay. And aha. Not in Sanskrit. They are not in Sanskrit. Why? We will see that later. They are not in Sanskrit. Means they are there in Sanskrit but not coming under vowels. Not coming under vowels. Okay. So they will come under Ayogavaha. We will see later. So Sanskrit, these are the vowels. There are 5 vowels which are short vowels, 4 vowels which are long vowels, and 4 more vowels which are combined vowels, Sanyukta Swara. So total there are 13 swaras, 13 vowels in Sanskrit. Is that okay? Let us chant one more time. First I will say, you repeat, and then we will chant together. Please repeat first. A, I, U, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Okay? Can we do together? A, I, U, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Once more. Chalo. A, I, U, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Okay? Well done. Congratulations. Take your right hand up. Take your right hand, turn it like this. Just bend it, and pat on yourself that you are learning a new language. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the vowels part of it. Now, let us go to the second type of akshara, second type of alphabets, which is called Vyanjana. Vyanjana means consonant, plural. Vyanjanani, consonants. Now, in that consonants, there are certain consonants which are called as Varga Aksharani. There are certain consonants which are group consonants. They form one group. Why, etc., we will see. They are 25 in number, group of 5 by 5 they form. Okay? So, these are the group consonants. Right? Shall we say? We have to go row wise, okay? Not column wise. Now we have to go row wise. I will say one, please repeat. K, K, G, G, N, K, kh, g, gh, ng, ng, ch, ch, j, jh, ny, t, th, d, ढ, न, त, थ, द, ध, न, प, फ, ब, भ, म. Okay, so k, kh, g, gh, ng, ch, ch, j, jh, ny, ch, ch, j, jh, ny, t, th, d, ढ, न, त, थ, द, ध, न, p, ph, b, bh, m. Okay, these are the 25 consonants which form one group. Now, why have I written everything with there is something below it? Because as consonants they are always half. So we break their leg. It's called breaking the leg. Okay, not breaking the leg as dance, but their one leg is like this. Why? Because they are not complete. See, only vowels make consonants complete. So when we are talking just about consonants, not including the vowels, then we write like this, half. Sometimes they are called as halanta. Hal means consonant. So hal anta, they end with the hal. They end with consonants. There is no swara attached to it. So k, k, kh, k, k, kh, g, gh, ng. We are saying. We are not saying k, kh, g, gh, ng. Why? Because when we say k, we are adding k plus swara a. And then it becomes k. While saying what are we saying? K, kh, g, gh, ng. We are not saying k, kh, kh. See the difference? Can you see the difference? K, kh, g, gh, ng. See, in any case, pronunciation cannot be done without swara. So some amount of swara will come, but it is not clearly indicated. We are not saying k or ka or ki. We are not adding any swara. K, k, kh, g, gh, ng, ch, ch, j, jh, ny, t, th, d, ढ, ण, t, th, d, ध, n, p, ph, b, bh, m. Right? Now, little more carefully focus on the pronunciation of these last ones. The last column. Ng, y, ण, n, m. K, kh, g, gh, ng, ng, वाङ्मय, ng, ng. It's something like g if you sound it not nasal. Ng. See, all these five are nasal sounds. Okay. So k, kh, g, gh, ng. Now here also again focus. In Marathi, Gujarati, Hindi also sometimes ch will have two pronunciations. Ch also will be there. Not in Hindi, I think. In Marathi it is there. Gujarati also it is there. Ch. It's not ch. It is ch. Ch, ch, j, jh, ny, ny. J with nasal. Ny, 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 ny. This one. Then t, th, d, dh, ण, ण, ण. T, th, d, dh, n. And again last one, please focus, because sometimes we chant f. We say f. F is not Sanskrit pronunciation. Ph. Not f, ph. See the difference? Not f, ph. P, ph, b, bh, m. P, ph, b, bh, m. Okay. Let us once more. I will say, you repeat after me. Ka, kha, ga, gha, ng, 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 not n, ng. Ch, ch, j, jh, ny. T, th, d, dh, ण. T, th, d, dh, n. P, ph, b, bh, m. Now I will say the complete line, you repeat the complete line. Okay? K, kh, g, gh, ng. Ch, ch, j, jh, ny. T, th, d, dh, ण. T, th, d, dh, n. P, ph, b, bh, m. Okay? Okay? Slowly by practice it will come. That's why I told you, I am just going to introduce. If you want more practice, please register for the course and get more practice of writing also and of listening also. Right. Now, let us go to the script part. Okay. Now, the sound part is over for these 25. Now, the script part. Script, we follow the same method. What is the method? Top to bottom, left to right. Top to bottom, left to right. Also, please note, the best thing about Sanskrit language is, once you understand the pronunciation of these are used anywhere, the pronunciation remains same. There is no change in the pronunciation. Same thing with vowels also. Wherever a is there with that marks, they will be pronounced as same. Very different from English, okay? English, no? What is this? What is this? A, no? But that A is not pronounced as A all the time. Sometimes it is pronounced as A, sometimes as A, sometimes as A. Isn't it? What is this? Pan. So what has happened to A? A has become A. You understand? So, A, we say A, but when it goes into the word, it changes its pronunciation. And that is why it is not sufficient for you to know the pronunciation of alphabets in English. You need to learn the pronunciation of the words. Isn't it? This is what? U. But this is pronounced as A. But the same U, this is not put, this is put. Why I am trying to explain this? I am not telling English is a bad language or anything. I am trying to explain to you that we have learned the difficult language. Now we have to learn the simple language. So don't get afraid of learning Sanskrit. We have already done the difficult part of learning English. Okay? Now we are doing simple one. Why? Because K remains K anywhere it is used. A remains A remains A. How it is written, exactly that is how it is pronounced. English is what is called as 100% phonetic language. Phonetic means the way it sounds is the exact way it is written. And that is why for computers, etc., this language has got a lot of value. Because there is no discrepancy between sounding and writing. So once we understand how each letter sounds and how each letter is written, everywhere it is going to be written in the same way and it is going to sound the same way. Okay, so whatever effort we have to put only once. And that is the reason, once you learn the language, you can read any text of Sanskrit. You don't need any dictionary or Google to tell us what is this pronunciation. No. Once you have learned the pronunciation of each letter and how it is written, you can pronounce anything. Okay, right from the Puranas, Itihasas up to the literature which is written right now, you can pronounce anything. Okay, That's the main thing about Sanskrit. Now let us see. We are following the same method, top to bottom, left to right while writing ka. Top to bottom, left to right. Kha. Again here I am writing it half because it is the only consonant we are talking about. We are not adding any swara to it, right? G. Gh. And ng. Ng is written like d, but which has got dot inside it. Similar to this, but there is something added to it. Okay? K, kh, g, gh, ng. Now, same left to right, top to bottom. Ch, ch, j, jh, y. Ch, ch, j, jh, y. Next one. T, th, d, dh, n. Again, please note we are giving shelter to every alphabet. Okay, line on top is there throughout. Next one. T, th, d, dh, n. One more thing that you notice here is while writing th and the circle comes above the line. So in the books etc. also you will see whenever these two alphabets are coming, the line is broken. The line is broken for th and th. Here also you see. Here also you see. There is the here you see. Everywhere else everything is below the line, but here you see little that circle is going above. Th and the. Th and th. Th, th, the, th, n. And the last one. P. P. B. Here also bh also circle is above the line. And m. Okay. Is that fine? Is that fine? Now, why are they grouped together? Because they exhibit properties which are common properties. So as rows, they will have certain common properties, and as columns, they will have certain common properties, and that's why they are grouped together. Okay, so when we are talking about rows and columns, this is the name that is given to each row and each column. Please note this. Okay, first row is called as ka varga. Why? Because it starts with ka. It's a group of ka. So ka, kha, ga, gha, nga is called as ka varga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, ya is called as cha varga. Ta, tha, da, dha, na is called as ta varga. Ta, tha, da, dha, na is called as ta varga. And pa, pha, ba, bha, ma is called as pa varga. So they exhibit certain properties which are common. What are those properties? I'll just give you example. Okay, we are not going to go in detail because this is not a Vyakarana class, this is not a grammar class. If I am teaching grammar, then I will go into the origin of each alphabet, and then it will become clear. If you see ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, all of them originate from kantha, from the throat. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, they originate from the kantha. So cha, cha, ja, jha, ya also. Talu is the talu means top of the mouth, palate. They are called palatals. Ta, tha, da, dha, na, murdha, just above the palate. Ta, tha, da, dha, na, they are touching the teeth. What is touching the teeth? The tongue is touching the teeth. Ta, tha, da, dha, na, you can see. And pa, pha, ba, bha, ma are using the lips. therefore Osthya. So they exhibit certain properties which are common and therefore they are put into one group, row wise. Now column wise also they exhibit certain common properties. Actually speaking, in Vyakarana, the column wise properties are more important than the row wise properties. So C1, column 1, we will be using this many times, okay? C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, okay? C1 is what? Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Please repeat. Ka, cha, pa. C2 is kha, cha, tha, tha, pha. C3 ga, ja, da, da, ba. C4 gha, jha, dha, dha, bha. And C5 is nga, nya, na, na, ma. Very good. So we have again, there are technical names to these also, okay? C1, column 1 is called as khara. Column 2 is called as ati khara. Column 3 is called as mrudu. Column 4 is called as ghosha. And column 5, C5 is called as anunasika, nasal. You are also using nose while pronouncing. So they have certain, you don't have to remember that khara, ati khara, mrudu, ghosha, etc. You can remember C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Okay, first column. So you can see in pronunciation also, if this group row wise allocation was according to the place of origin, the column wise allocation is according to the effort. You see, the effort of pronouncing words is different. You see, ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, very simple. Kha, cha, tha, tha, pa, little more effort is required. Ga, ja, da, da, ba, very soft, very easy. Ga, ja, da, dha, bha, more effort is going, more air is going out, you can see. And again, yang, nga, nya, na, na, ma, again effort is required, effort is different. Okay, so row wise distribution is the origin, the place of origin. Column wise distribution is according to the effort. In Sanskrit Vyakarana, it is called as sthana and prayatna. Sthana means place of origin. So the row wise distribution. And prayatna means effort. Sthana and prayatna. I am not going to go in detail of that, okay? There will be many sutras of Panini also which will depend on this sthana and prayatna. But simply you have to remember these 25 together are called as group consonants. There are 5 rows, kavarga, chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, pavarga. There are 5 columns, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Okay? Can we remember this much? And of course the total are 25, 5 by 5. Right? So now let us chant all the 25 together. First I will chant row wise. You repeat row wise. Then we will go column wise. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Together? Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Okay? While remembering, we remember like this only. We don't remember column wise. That is automatically, it will come to you. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Kha, cha, ta, ta, pa. Ga, ja, da, da, ba. Ga, ja, da, da, pa. Nga, ya, na, na, ma. That will automatically come. But while saying the consonants, we say like this, row wise. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Cha, cha, ja, ja, ya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. I am sure in many of the other languages also, these consonants are same. In Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, to they are same. Pronunciation is little different here and there, but the group consonants are same, 25 consonants. Right? Sufficient for today. There are some more consonants and some more symbols remaining, which we will see in the next session. Alright? Chalo. Conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om everyone.